Hello, beautiful people. My name is Eben Yelson, known as the showbiz cycle as DSDS Golden Boy. I'm a creative writer, musician, filmmaker, and marketing professional. I'm glad to be part of the facilitators trainers for the inspiring the youth in the entertainment circle, music, film, and TV. And I also greet Mother Michelle Murray and then the KMP Entertainment Business Council family. I'll be handling what we call branding and marketing. And we're going to make it very brief and intensive. So, first of all, we're going to look at what a brand is, what branding is, some basic examples of branding, and then the importance of branding. And then in our subsequent times, we look at we look further into what branding is and then the marketing aspect of it. Okay, so when we say brand, what is a brand? I'm going to describe this, explain this in its general term. I know I'm speaking to talented people who are into film, actors and actresses, talented people who are into music and also into TV. So after we looked at the general aspect of it, then we pin it down to an individual, pin it down to all these specific areas into entertainment. So we could say a brand is a name, could be a term, symbol, tag, logo, or any feature that identifies a product, service, or a craft. When I say a craft, I'm talking about you. When I say a craft, I'm talking about that musician, that movie maker, or that TV personality. Okay, so these are what we call brands, and they should be unique and distinct. And we're going through what branding is. So a simple definition I'm going to give a brand is this. Branding is this. So we say branding is that systematic, strategic marketing practice of creating, and it takes us back to what a brand is. That special name you created, that term you created, that system you created, that logo you created, that design you created. All of these that you created as a brand, that systematic strategic marketing practice of creating them in their unique and distinctive way, to be special from all the products and services, to be special from all the brands or crafts or talent, is what we call branding. So it is a very important thing we need to pay attention to. Whatever we do, whichever setting we find ourselves, whichever job we do, there's always branding. If you don't have that unique identification, nobody knows you. If you don't have that unique identification, you are not exceptional. You are not. You are even perceived not to be quality. That thing distincts you. That thing makes you unique. It makes you special. And I also touch on some basic examples of branding. Okay, the Nike swoosh. We have the Nike swoosh, which I know everyone may have seen Nike before. Either you have used it or seen it before. The Nike swoosh is one brand that everyone could say, yo, I know this brand. The moment you see it, you say, this is Nike. This is the quality Nike I know. Because they have identified that brand, they have identified that logo, or they have identified that tag, and everybody knows it. The moment you see it, you buy a meaning to it. This is Nike and nothing else. We can also look at the golden arc on the McDonald's. We all know McDonald's. They have this golden arc. That identifies them. Talking about the Apple II. I'm trying to mention these brands that generally in Africa, Europe, America, and all over the world, brands that people can associate themselves with. Either you've used it, you're using it, or you've seen someone use it before. the Apple on the Apple product, the Apple on the Apple brand. Oh my days. This identifies that product in a distinctive, unique way. So the moment you see it, you know this is Apple. This is MacBook. This is an iPhone. And that's a special brand. So we all, as entertainment people, we all as business people, as a product or service, we need to create it. If you don't create it, somebody may create it for you, which may not be what suits what the quality you deliver. So we need to create a brand, and that is a very important thing we need to do or look at. Okay, and also, why are we looking at branding? Why are we looking at what it means to brand? And we've looked at some examples. And we also should string to the importance of all the three aspects we talked about now. So creating all these brands, what does it do? If somebody sees it, if somebody uses it, it creates a lasting impression. A memorable, lasting impression in the minds of everybody. Anybody that come across your brand, because it is unique, it leaves a mark on the people and it leaves a mark on you. It creates the mark, that memorable impression, a special impression of your product, your craft, or your service. It also gives it that unique feel, that unique and distinct feel. Oh, this thing is so special. This thing is so unique. And then one aspect, when I'm touching the marketing aspect of branding and marketing, I'll be talking immensely intensively about what it means to sell your wares, what it means to sell yourself, what it means to sell your product or service beyond the price other people sell it. Assuming, let me give you a scenario. Assuming you have this pen, this is a big pen, which everybody knows. This on the market maybe could be $1, but branded can make you sell this for $2 or $3 or for even $5 for a reason. That is branded. This is the importance of branding. If you don't brand, people look at your product or people see you as inferior. People wouldn't regard or people wouldn't put a good tag or respect on whatever you're selling or whatever you have. It could be you. You are a musician. I'm a musician. I'm an actor, filmmaker. I'm a creative writer. If I don't market myself well, if I don't sell myself well, if I don't put a good tag on myself, if I don't put a good name on myself, if I don't perform well, if I don't do good content, create good music, if I'm not energetic on the stage on which I perform to entertain people, people wouldn't buy my craft until I add that value to my performances, until I add that value to my lyrical content, to my beats, even the beats I use for my songs. Until that value is added, that is the only time people would value, respect, and fall in love with my brand. And this goes to everybody. So I had to understand and accept the fact to brand. What makes you unique? What do you do? I'm going to now pin it down to that craft. We're talking about filmmakers here, movie actors and actresses here. We're talking about TV personalities. We're talking about musicians, dancers, comedians. Whatever you are good at, whatever you're doing. What makes you special? What are you adding to your personality? What are you adding to yourself that people love and would love more, would want to watch you, would want to pay money to watch or to listen to or to be part of? Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, is an example of a musician, of a brand I respect so much. Nicki Minaj too is a very a phenomenal person. Right from the name Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, that's a brand. Right to the costume, how she dresses on stage, how she performs, the energetic and consistent way Beyonce performs on stage. That's an awesome brand. Nicki Minaj also has her unique, very unique ways of performing, and I love those superstars. Because they have a brand. The moment you hear the voice of Beyonce, you know it. The moment you see her on stage, without even looking at her twice, you know that's Beyonce because of how she dresses. That special way she dresses. The voice, the music. Nicki Minaj also has that unique, distinct ways of branding herself. Much respect to Jay-Z. The legendary P. Diddy. They all have a special way they sell themselves. They portray their craft. They portray their brand. And boiling down to we that are springing up, we that are learning from these great legends, what are we adding? What are we doing? Do you normally, maybe your brand, you are mostly in a cap. It could be a cowboy cap, it could be a polo, whichever way. Are you consistent with it? When you are acting, how do you pitch? How do you speak? Are you the violent type? Are you the very gentle type? The kind of music you do when you are performing it. Do you perform it to suit the kind of music you're doing? Do you write good lyrics? Do you do good songs? Songs that are commercial, songs that will sell. You're a TV personality. You host a show. How do you do? How do you hold on your guest? What are some of the questions you ask? What are some of the things you say? How do you say the things you say them? What actions do you put into them? And what name do you have as a public figure? All of this we need to pay very good attention to. We need to pay very good attention to all of these. The embodiment of all of these things I've mentioned makes us a total package. A big salute to Mr. George Ohan of Fulton Films Company Global. He has his arm globally. A big salute to KMP Entertainment Business Council. Mr. Jim Thomas, Jeff Micham, Rock Violet Motion. These people are making changes. These people are training people, mentoring people, coaching people globally. I have enjoyed training and coaching and mentoring from all of these great personalities. Mr. John Duffy, a Hollywood brand, Hollywood producer, is making great strides globally. Much respect to you all. I salute. And I know many people globally can attest to the great things you ladies and gentlemen are doing to change the world to a better place. Make the youth assertive in whatever they're doing. I really, truly do appreciate all the efforts you're making out there. So, I encourage, we into entertainment, be it filmmaking, music, TV, dancing, comedy. Let's look at these pieces we have just discussed now and add value to whatever we do. So, the comment section is rolling. Shout out to everyone commenting, shout out to everybody asking questions. We're going to address the questions accordingly. Yeah, so you can ask any question, and then we have our renowned trainers on the page who are going to respond. We are going to respond to the questions the best way that will uplift you. So weekly, every Saturday, let's make a date to this special moment, special few moments that we all learn together. They bring the Hollywood ideas on. Our special trainers on the page bring their Hollywood idea on, their global knowledge on. They've been tried and tested. They've changed lives in so many ways. We learn from them. I encourage and I treat you that this is a very special moment they've given us, a special platform they've given us. Let's all not miss our Saturdays, 1 p.m. Ghana time, GMT, with them. So we learn from them every week. And then after the training, you don't know what comes out. I know they're planning something good, a revolution about to unfold. They first of all will give you that theoretical training and practical training. After that, they put you into the act. I know them. I know what they could do, what they are already doing, and what they could do for you. So let's really respect this special moment, opportunity we've been given from these great personalities. So I thank you for having me, and I know we've learned something. And all the questions and then that are rolling in the comment box, we're gonna be addressing them all. Thanks so much for having me, and next week till we meet again. I salute.